everyone, we're going to show that the conjecture is false by finding a counterexample. So it says the quotient of two whole numbers is always a whole number. So let's pick two whole numbers. So I'll let A be a whole number equals 2 and B equals 3. So if you divide these two, you get 2 divided by 3, and that is not a whole number. So that one was pretty easy. Now this one, I don't know what happened, but these are supposed to be absolute value signs. So let's do that one. So 16, the difference, I'll just write it here, of the absolute value of A minus the absolute value of B is greater than 0. So let's let A equal -4 and B equal -5. And plug this in. So, and this, anytime you see this, it means it's positive. So let's see the absolute value of -4 minus absolute value of -5. See if this is positive. Absolute value of -4 is 4. Absolute value of -5 is 5. So you have 4 minus 5 equals -1. And at -1 is not positive. All right. Next one. So if M can't equal -1, why did they write that? Because you can't divide by 0. They have to write that. So when someone writes something like this, that means it's not in the domain. You can never divide by 0. So anyway, we have to find an example where when we divide, it's going to be not less than 1, or it can equal 1. So let's try to pick a M. Let's let our M be -2. So let's just do that. So if M is -2, we might not be right, but -2 divided by -2 plus 1, that's going to be -2 divided by -1, which equals 2, and that is not less than 1. So our M would be -2. All right, and the last one, the square root of a number x is always less than x. So if you just take you take the square root of 25, so that means our x is 25. Well, that equals 5. So 25 is less than 5, right? And it would be hard to find, 25 is greater than, let me write it differently. 5 is less than 25. So it is less than. So we got to find one that isn't less than x. So let's try the square root of 1. The square root of 1 equals 1. And 1 is not less than 1. In fact, 1 equals 1. So there's my counter example. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Weezy,